Hello everyone, and welcome. This is my first review of any game I have ever done, so forgive me if it is boring or offends anybody. Anyways, onto the topic here we are doing. Lord of the Rings Online, otherwise known as LOTAR. First topic, gameplay. Now, this works somewhat similar like World of Warcraft, but yet also has its own touch to it. In a way, they're kind of both the same, yet they both have their own feel to it. You see, unlike World of Warcraft's, and I have played World of Warcraft, you aren't exactly constantly doing missions that have pointless use to them, such as you kill 10 boars here and there and so on. In Lotar, although they have similar quests, these ones can feel like you are actually making the roads safer for Frodo and Sam. Although sometimes they are not, the ones that do not feel that way feel more like little minigame quests. Sort of like a minigame, but yet also a quest. And unlike WoWs, you can actually get a reward with turbine points, which you can buy expansions with, contents, and so on. But if you want to get the expansions, I mainly just suggest buying them. There are currently about 4 of them, and it can take like several months to get all the expansions and quest packs with the turbine points. But the gameplay is still somewhat fun. It can also somewhat remind you a little too much of WoWs if you don't like that game. The story and lore. Now, the story and lore is exactly what you expect from the books. In fact, the sole purpose of the story and lore in this game is actually coming from the books themselves, instead of the film. The lore is simple. Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin all go to Rivendell, carrying the One Ring, all while trying to avoid the creepy Nazgul, or otherwise, Ringwraiths. Really hate those guys. Anyways, along the way they meet Aragorn, who takes them to Rivendell, yada yada, destroy the One Ring. Very simple story we all know and love, or hate, depending on what you think of it. Ultimately, your character can be a dwarf, man, hobbit, or even an elf. And there are quite a few missions I have encountered that would have happened in both the book and film themselves, such as the Fellowship leaving Rivendell. However, the main focus is keeping the eye of Sauron upon you, while Frodo goes to destroy the One Ring, giving you a pretty good heroic feel, as you are the champion, savior, or whatever of Erebor. For those who do not know what that is being the hero of everything to the west of Middle-earth. Well, one of the heroes anyways. The graphics. Now, the graphics I absolutely love in this game. They are absolutely beautiful and very stunning. Although Middle-earth is currently not as big as WoW's exploration and some other games, the beauty to Middle-earth is quite amazing. There are even some areas that not only give you the feel of calm, but there are even some spots that will make you want to scream, "Get me out of here!" As for the character models and so forth, they have a more realistic look compared to them, like games compared to World of Warcraft and Star Wars The Old Republic. The characters. Now, this is a great theme they added into this game. I absolutely love how it is you interact with the characters from the book. Warning, the pictures I have are not what the characters look like in the game, except the Nazgul, aka Ringwraiths. They are taken from the film, but they have a more of a book appearance. We have Gandalf the Grey and White, Gimli, Legolas, Aragorn, Frodo and Sam, Merry and Pippin, Boromir, Elrond, Saruman, the Nazgul, the Eye of Sauron, and many other characters from the book and film. So far, we have every character from both The Hobbit and the regular trilogy. However, we have no Lurtz, since I think he was just a film character. And at this time, we do not have Faramir, Denethor, and other characters out there yet. The game has only reached the eastern part of Rohan so far, but more will be on the way. The verdict. The verdict is quite a simple answer for me, really. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. Now, you may be wondering, Why a score like that instead of 10 out of 10 since I'm a Lord of the Rings fan? Another simple answer. Although the game is very fun to play as with both the gameplay and story compared to World of Warcraft and Star Wars The Old Republic, there are still a few themes in there that I do not like, gameplay being one of them. Although the gameplay can be fun, it also has its flaws. It has an auto attack, but then again, this game came out, I believe, after World of Warcraft by a couple years or so. It also can feel like you're grinding. In fact, most of the game is grinding, but sometimes the grinding can be fun. Most of the time, it's not. The story is another flaw. Although you do get to interact with the Fellowship at some places, most of the time they're going to be gone before you even get to where they were at in the book. Such as Moria. When you go there, the Fellowship is already long gone towards Amon Hen. Another thing is the characters' looks. Although I love the book version, I would have preferred they gave the characters the movie looks, but still keep all the lore from the books compared to the films. Lastly, the last flaw is the instance finder. It's completely useless since I've used it and waited for like 8 hours and never got a group. Talking in the looking for group area, or other words, looking for fellowship, is much, much easier. Anyways, that is my review of Lord of the Rings Online. I hope you all enjoyed my review. Please comment, like, or subscribe, whatever. And expect there to possibly be more reviews of games in the future.